Good evening and welcome to our next episode of Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
And Candace, that's right. We're back. Another great episode. First of all, thank you all for watching last week, as always. I hope you tried it. Hope you loved it. Anyway, we're going to get right into it. Another great episode, another great dinner. A little bit different, though, because when you think of date night dinners, you think of steak or chicken and, sides of vegetables.
I think of food I didn't have to cook.
That, too. Well,
so, with the weather still being cold, and maybe by now we're getting kind of tired of it, you want something that's warm and hearty and a comfort food.
Yes.
So what better than potato soup?
Potato soup! We love making this. This is one of our favorites.
I love potato soup.
Yummy. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to show you how to make a great homemade potato soup and make it look like, of course, you're a gourmet chef when you're really just watching our fucking show. So anyway, as always, thank you to Andrew, Chapel Beer and Wine. When you're in the Germantown area, please, of course, stop and see Andrew. Tell him Mr. Mike or Miss Candace sent you, and he'll take care of you. Potato soup, let's roll.
All right.
All right, first thing to do, you want to cook your bacon.
For bacon, we do ours in the broiler. A lot of recipes will tell you to do it in your Dutch oven or pan or whatever it is that you're using. That's just how we do our bacon. You can do it however. I think it tastes better, but...
And that was actually a viewer suggestion, and we had never done it that way until about a year ago.
Yeah.
And a viewer said...
And it's so much better.
Oh, it's so much better. So keep watching, keep sending suggestions. So anyway, we
broiled it, we picked it up, we put it aside, and we poured the grease from it into our cup.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, you want to use about a quarter cup of the bacon grease.
All right.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to take one onion, chopped, okay? And we're going to put that in there.
Sizzle.
And you want to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes till it's translucent. But you want to also, at the same time, cook...
Then goes the celery.
2 stalks of celery.
Chopped finely.
Chopping celery! Chopping celery! So what we're going to do is we're going to let this cook for about 3 to 4 minutes till it's translucent. Starting a little bit. All right, so most of it's translucent, which, by the way, is my new favorite word for the day. Translucent. Actually, if you look at my wife, she's translucent. Oh,
yes,
sorry.
I would be the definition of translucent.
So, all right, next what we're going to do is we're going to add the potatoes. Now, it really depends on how big your potato is, what have you. 5 to 8 potatoes, russet potatoes are good. This is actually 5 because, as you know, where we go to get our stuff, they're 3 Mile Island potatoes. So they're huge. So you want to cut up into, little small cubes or triangles.
You want to aim for something that would be roughly 3/4 of an inch cube. That way it cooks a little faster.
How do you measure a cube? Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this in here. Okay, we're going to dump all these in here. You want to then stir it, and you want to mix it all together, okay? You basically want to make sure that the mixture that you have in here, the celery and translucent, and bacon grease, that mixture actually covers all the potatoes, okay? So you do this for maybe toss the coat, saute them for about 3 to 4 minutes before you do anything else. So we'll let this go for a couple of minutes, and then we'll do the next step.
And you need to stir about every 30 seconds.
All right, so now that it has sauteed and simmered and whatever, really more sauteed because there's nothing in there to simmer with it, and all kind of stirred up for 3 to 4 minutes. Now we're going to take 4 cups of chicken stock. Just a little bit of chicken stock. Cold beer on a Friday night.
And if you have fewer potatoes, basically 4 cups is a guideline. You want enough to cover the tops of all the potatoes.
Cold beer on a Friday night. Oh, sorry. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and dump this in. But you can either, so they sell the chicken stock, which is what we got, or chicken broth. And the difference being?
Stock is more concentrated, but if all you have on hand is broth, that's fine too.
But yeah, the stock will actually make it a little bit, it'll a little bit tastier. So what we're going to do is we are going to, now that we mix it and it's nice and covered, enough liquid in here to cover the potatoes, we are going to simmer it. Now, with that said, I am going to move it over to the real oven so it actually really simmers.
The real stove.
The real stove, not the oven.
Yeah.
So, right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that up just to get it to boil and then turn it down for simmering. So while it's doing that, the next step. Once that starts to simmer, we're then going to put in minced garlic, okay? You want it to be simmering before you put this in. It'll help the flavor and things like that.
Yeah, we're using minced, so we don't really need to bring out the flavor by sauteing it.
Right.
But if you are using fresh, then you would add it with the onion and celery.
So that's just about ready to start to simmer. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the garlic. Basically, you want 3 cloves. So as we all talk about every time we do this, minced garlic, 1 teaspoon equals a clove of garlic. So we're going to put in 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3. All right. When this starts to simmer, you basically want to let it simmer until the potatoes are soft. So really, about 20 minutes. So just keep checking it. Again, don't walk away. You don't have to stir it because it's going to simmer, but don't walk away from it because you don't want it to burn. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the rest of the sauce. So 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to put that right into here. So turn it down to medium once the butter starts to. We're going to whisk in flour. We're going to use 1/4 cup of flour.
Don't you just love our classy flour container?
Yes, it's great. It's fantastic.
Because our stuff is hidden in cabinets, it's such a low priority for me to go and make the storage pretty. I just leave it in the paper.
Okay.
We typically don't have rain in the kitchen, so we're good.
And we can compost that. I would think.
If it were to get wet, yeah, I think you can compost it.
Sweet! Alright, so we're going to cook this, stirring occasionally. We whisked in the flour, so we got a nice little, it's almost like a roux, actually. So now what we're going to do is we're going to whisk in a cup of heavy cream. Oh, we have some.
You could have used the other one 4 times.
I guess I could have. Shut up. So
It's
anyway.
fun to mess with.
Well, keep stirring that.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to turn this down.
Just keep stirring, just keep stirring.
So while we're stirring it, we're going to actually take, about 3 teaspoons of cilantro.
And you will see it is starting to thicken now, which is why you keep stirring it continuously right now.
Put in 3 teaspoons of fresh cilantro. Hold on a second. Nice! Alright. Someone's getting something tonight. I mean, it's not me, but someone's getting Alright. So, do that, and then we take about a teaspoon of tarragon. Okay? Tarragon. Now again,
Tarragon is a strong flavor because it's kind of licoricey. So, measure it.
Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take...
White people seasoning!
I did take a poll, by the way, at my job, and apparently
That's
salt,
what
pepper...
everybody else calls it too.
Apparently salt, pepper is white people seasoning. So we're going to go ahead and do basically about a teaspoon each of that as well. I like to grind it, fresh it, whatever. And we're going to let that sit. We're actually going to, it takes about a minute or 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just turn this off and let the sauce sit there, because that part of it's now done. Okay? And then we're going to wait till the potatoes get the soft, that we talked about, and then we'll mix it all together. So when those are done, we'll come right back and we will mix them together. We'll go to the next step. So just real quick, I know we'll kind of interject this while we're waiting for that. So we always talk about bacon bits. Why we get bacon bits?
Do not do bacon bits in this recipe. They will be hard and disgusting and horrible surprises for the people eating it.
Correct. We always have that because it's cheaper and it's typically the same. But this time, as we already showed you, we did use raw bacon. Not only because we needed the bacon grease, but also because just what she said. So make sure you use real bacon. I've actually heard of some people using turkey bacon.
And you don't get the grease from it. You would not. You would not get a 1/4 cup of grease from turkey bacon. There's just not enough fat in the turkey to begin with.
Right. Real quick. Flounder. You kind of sleep in there. There you go, Karen. Flounder. I know you've had a tough week closing the month. Thank you for all you do. For making sure I get paid. All right, so it's cooked about 30 minutes. Again, as Kenneth said, it's about the size of the potato. So now, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the sauce that we made. You saw it. It's cooled off. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put it right into here. Okay? And then we're gonna mix this puppy up.
Woo!
It's hot.
Stupid me.
Hold on, what how did we say that? Fuck it's hot? Is that what we said?
Yeah, fuck, that's hot.
Fuck it's hot.
Fuck, I'm numb.
Cookingwithmichael.us. So after we stir this up, okay, then what we do is we're going to take about half of it, the potatoes for the most part, and we're going to put it into our...
And we're going to puree it.
In our ninja food processor. Oh, sorry. But if you can smell it... We haven't used the bacon yet, by the way, just so you know. There's a reason for that yet. So anyway, we're going to take this...
You don't want to puree the bacon because then you'll have weird bacon chunks.
That was the reason. She ruined my thunder.
That's what I'm here for.
My thunder rolls.
As long as you don't shoot me in the third verse.
Thunder rolls. Hashtag Garth Brooks. So again, we're going to take about half of this out. You want to do that because you want to leave some of the chunks in there, but you want to also have some that's puree too. So that's about
half.
about half. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put this in, puree it, and you can see it's thick. And you're just gonna pour it in, and stir that up. So you take the bacon and you put the bacon in there, okay? And you stir it all up. Put the bacon in the soup and you stir it all up. You put the bacon in the soup and you stir it all up.
I'd have him do the tall person thing to show you, but it's hot. And it's very, it's cast iron, so it's very heavy.
Bucket's hot, bucket's heavy.
Yeah, I don't want to take him to the ER, so.
Done, we're going to go ahead and scoop it out. Okay. Potato soup. If you need to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, anything like that, you certainly could do this.
Stuck to the spoon.
But we're going to go ahead and try it the way it is. There we go.
Oh, you want me to burn my tongue and say, fuck, that's hot?
Yeah! This is why you have a co-host. Yeah. All right, let me try it. Apparently Cilantro likes it because he's licking the bowl.
Because I'm not giving you my spoon.
I'm aware of that. It's not COVID, she's just selfish. All right.
Yes.
Excellent. Great potato soup. The longest really is the cooking on the stove. It really depends on how long it takes to get the potatoes to be soft. About 30 minutes or so. It takes about 15 minutes to prep it between the bacon and the other stuff, cutting it up, what have you. Other than that, it's a great, great dish. Great for date night dinner. Great for a good winter night, summer night, fall night.
Good for
spring night.
Anytime. Anything.
Tuesday afternoon when you're at work. Thursday morning. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. Hope you try it. Hope you love it. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Please check out our website, cookingwithmichael.us. Still got more stuff coming, so we're really excited about that. Mm-hmm. We'll see you next Saturday night, 8 p.m. on Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
And Candace. Have a great night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. That doesn't give you a stomachache.
No, not at all.
You're a weird human being.
You're weird that it does give you a stomachache.
It's raw potatoes. It's supposed to give you a stomachache.
No, it's not.
It's in the stomachache manual.
The alien Merc manual?
It was in my orders for my home appointment. Little bit of chicken fry. Go be rock fry.
This is happening.